Idaho fines limits practice test.
Question 1. Which of the following is the maximum sentence for a first DUI conviction in the state of Idaho?
$1,000 fine. License suspension for 180 days. 6 months in jail. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 2. Idaho drivers must maintain an instructional permit for months without any traffic convictions.
6, 4, 3, 5.
Answer.
6.
Question 3. If an Idaho driver is convicted of 2 DUI charges, a jail sentence of at least is mandated.
30 days. 10 days. 60 days. 3 days.
Answer.
10 days.
Question 4. How many hours of supervised driving experience must an Idaho driver who holds an instructional permit accumulate before progressing in the GDL program?
30, 40, 60, 50.
Answer.
50.
Question 5. Where must traffic violations take place for Idaho drivers to be penalized?
Only states where the driver has lived. In the state of Idaho. In bordering states. Any state that is a member of the Driver's License Compact.
Answer.
Any state that is a member of the Driver's License Compact.
Question 6. What is the maximum license reinstatement fee an Idaho driver may be required to pay to reinstate a suspended license?
$255. $155. $185. $285.
Answer.
$285.
Question 7. Idaho drivers who are under the age of 17 may carry passengers who is also under the age of 17 and are not an immediate relative.
2, 4, 1, 3.
Answer.
1.
Question 8. According to the Idaho Driver's Manual, a back level of 0.15% increases a driver's probability of being involved in an accident by times
25, 15, 10, 5.
Answer.
25.
Question 9. Every 3 years, an Idaho driver may remove points from his or her driving record by successfully completing a defensive driving course.
3, 4, 1, 2.
Answer.
3.
Question 10. How many hours of behind-the-wheel driving experience is included in an Idaho driver education program?
7, 10, 5, 6.
Answer.
6.
Question 11. An Idaho instructional permit is valid for days.
180, 90, 30, 360.
Answer.
180.
Question 12. If a driver has not successfully completed a driver training course, he or she must be years of age or older to obtain an instructional permit.
17, 18, 15, 16.
Answer.
17.
Question 13. What is the maximum fine for operating a vehicle without driving privileges in the state of Idaho?
$500, $2,500, $250, $1,000.
Answer.
$1,000.
Question 14. Upon the second conviction of refusal to submit to testing in the state of Idaho, a driver's license will be suspended for
1 year, 180 days, 2 years, 90 days.
Answer.
2 years.
Question 15. If an Idaho driver is under 21 and is convicted of 3 or more DUI charges, he or she will stay in jail for at least and pay a fine of up to
10 days, $5,000. 10 days, $2,000. 3 days, $5,000. 3 days, $2,000.
Answer.
10 days, $2,000.
Question 16. If an Idaho driver accumulates between 8 and 11 points within a 12-month period,
his or her license will be revoked. His or her license will be suspended for 6 months. His or her license will be suspended for 30 days. He or she will receive a warning letter.
Answer.
He or she will receive a warning letter.
Question 17. According to the Idaho Driver's Manual, alcohol kills over people per year on United States highways.
5,000, 50,000, 25,000, 10,000.
Answer.
25,000.
Question 18. Upon the first conviction of refusal to submit to testing in the state of Idaho, a driver's license may be suspended for
1 year, 60 days, 6 months, 30 days.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 19. If an Idaho driver refuses to submit to a back test at the request of a law enforcement officer,
He, she is subject to both suspension and penalty. He, she is subject to a driver's license suspension. He, she is subject to a civil penalty of $250. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
She is subject to both suspension and penalty.
Question 20. If an Idaho driver receives a license suspension notice, the suspension period will begin days from the date the notice was received.
10, 3, 30, 2.
Answer.
30.
Question 21. If an Idaho driver accumulates between 12 and 17 points within a 1-year period, his or her license will be suspended for
60 days, 6 months, 30 days, 90 days.
Answer.
30 days.
Question 22. Moving traffic violations in the state of Idaho are given a points value ranging from
2 to 6, 1 to 4, 5 to 15, 5 to 10.
Answer.
1 to 4.
Question 23. What is the back level at which Idaho underage drivers are legally considered to be driving under the influence?
0.00%, 0.005%, 0.02%, 0.01%.
Answer.
0.02%.
Question 24. If an Idaho driver violates the state's insurance mandate, he or she will be required to provide proof of financial responsibility for
2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 5 years.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 25. If an underage Idaho driver violates any age restriction, his or her license will be suspended for days,
30, 60, 90, 180.
Answer.
30.
Question 26. If an Idaho driver who is under the age of 17 is convicted of 2 moving traffic violations, the penalty will be
6-month license suspension, a fine of $500, removal from extracurricular activities, 30-day license suspension.
Answer.
30-day license suspension.
Question 27. Which of the following could result in a DUI conviction in the state of Idaho?
Prescription drugs, marijuana, over-the-counter medications. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 28. If an Idaho driver who is a member of the graduated license program has his or her license suspended, the driver will
Be able to drive with a parent in the vehicle. Be able to drive to and from school. Will not be able to drive under any circumstances. Will be able to drive to and from work.
Answer.
Will not be able to drive under any circumstances.
Question 29. What is the maximum fine for a second DUI conviction in the state of Idaho?
$2,000. $1,500. $1,000. $500.
Answer.
$2,000.
Question 30. Which of the following non-driving related charges or violations will not result in the loss of driving privileges in Idaho?
Shoplifting. Alcohol age violation. Failure to attend school when required. Failure to pay child support.
Answer.
Shoplifting.
Question 31. If you are over the age of 21, a back level off or higher will result in a driving under the influence charge in the state of Idaho.
0.02%. 0.05%. 0.08%. 0.03%.
Answer.
0.08%.
Question 32. Multiple DUI convictions must occur within years.
7. 5. 3. 10.
Answer.
10.
Question 33. If an Idaho driver who is under the age of 21 is convicted of a second DUI charge, his or her license will be suspended for
6 months. 360 days. 2 years. 60 days.
Answer.
2 years.
Question 34. If an underage Idaho driver is convicted of a DUI charge, his or her license may be suspended for
1 year. 60 days. 2 years. 30 days.
Answer.
1 year.
Question 35. The consecutive DUI convictions in the state of Idaho is considered a felony.
3. 5. 2. 4.
Answer.
3.
Question 36. The installation of an ignition interlock device becomes mandatory after DUI convictions in the state of Idaho.
5. 3. 4. 2.
Answer.
2.
Question 37. If an Idaho driver is convicted of driving without driving privileges, he or she will serve a mandatory jail sentence of at least days.
60. 10. 2. 30.
Answer.
2.
Question 38. If an Idaho driver who is under the age of 17 is convicted of 3 or more moving traffic violations, his or her license will be suspended for days,
360, 90, 180, 60.
Answer.
60.
Question 39. At which of the following back levels will penalties become much more severe in the state of Idaho?
0.15%, 0.25%, 0.20%, 0.10%.
Answer.
0.20%.
Question 40. Which of these convictions could result in the loss of driving privileges in the state of Idaho?
Fleeing from police. An alcohol violation. Leaving the scene of an accident. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 41. If an Idaho driver who holds an instructional permit is convicted of any traffic violation,
the 6-month period will restart. The permit will be cancelled. The driver must reapply for a permit. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 42. Upon accumulation of 18 to 23 points within a 24-month period, an Idaho driver's license will be suspended for
90 days, 30 days, 6 months, 60 days.
Answer.
90 days.
Question 43. Idaho drivers whose license have been suspended may be eligible for a restricted driving permit. This permit allows a driver to drive
to work, to medical appointments, to school. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
All of these answers are correct.
Question 44. Which of the following endorsements signifies that an Idaho driver has a standard driver's license?
D, A, B, C.
Answer.
D.
Question 45. If an Idaho driver is issued a traffic citation in another state and does not adhere to the terms of the citation or pay necessary fines, his or her Idaho license will be
revoked, confiscated, suspended. None of these answers are correct.
Answer.
Suspended.
Question 46. An Idaho driver's permit or license applicant who is under the age of must have a parent or legal guardian sign his or her application and assume legal responsibility of his or her actions as a driver.
21, 17, 18, 16.
Answer.
18.
Question 47. If an Idaho driver violates the state's insurance mandate 2 or more times within years, he or she will be required to provide proof of financial responsibility for 3 years.
4, 3, 5, 2.
Answer.
5.
Question 48. Idaho's driver training programs are available to all residents between the ages of
15 and 19, 16 and 21, 14.5 and 21, 15 and 17.
Answer.
14.5 and 21.
Question 49. If an Idaho driver who is under the age of 17 is convicted of one moving traffic violation, what will he or she receive?
A call from the Department of Transportation. License revocation. A warning letter. An email.
Answer.
A warning letter.
Question 50. An Idaho driver training program consists of how many classroom hours of instruction?
50, 40, 30, 60.
Answer.
30. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.